Hello. Oop, what's that behind your ear? Welcome to Google Translate. I said welcome to... I took the recipe on how to make a 3-star Michelin meal, and I ran that through Google Translate a bunch of times. You heard me. Until the recipe was barely recognizable. I barely could read it in the first place. And now I have to follow exactly what Google Translate tells me to do. He told me to do that. Let's just jump right into it. Step 1, first chalk outline with caution. Looks like I jumped into it from a little too high up. You get it. Ah! How do I look? Not bad for a dead guy. Yeah, I guess he jumped off the roof. I don't know, I guess he was cooking and it was one of the directions. Weird. Guess that recipe was to die for. You get it. Pretty dark, step 1. Step 2, add oil cut into small pieces. Add oil to what? He asked. To this? Isn't that slicking a man while he's down? Okay. We gotta cut up the oil into small pieces. Yeah, no, I feel dumb. Wow, wait, it is hot. Is it hot in here to you? Are you nodding or are you passing out? We threw oil all over the crime scene. Maybe that'll buy us some time to figure out who done it. I'm not pointing any fingers. Okay, except for these 5. I think you did it. Yeah, you and your friend. I know my pinky is a little off center there. You and her. Step 3, mix the salt and flour together with the oil with your fingers. With pleasure. With me, you wanna come over here? You wanna add the salt? Yeah, I was trying to get you to become an accomplice. You're smart, just a dash will do. I swear these fancy chefs have to cook stuff in the weirdest ways. Y'all never heard of bowls? Okay, step 3, and then put it in a bowl. It's like you read my mind. Or heard me complain out loud. Step 4, dip the butter into the flour to break it up a bit. Hey, y'all break it up. Not all the way, okay? Just a bit. We got a jumper! Captain, we got another jumper. Also, do you have another jumper? I got butter on mine. This is no time to laugh. This is serious dough. Because it's dough, you get it. Gradually remove portions of food while adding as much air as possible to prevent your hands from getting too warm. I was never at this level when I was cooking, okay. Wow, big boy. Super dumb. Add a small amount of cold water and mix with a fork until the flour is enough. You're already enough. You're so dumb. No, you're not. You're so worth it. What a dough head, am I right? This guy. You can do anything you put your mind to. That's starting to look very good. Oh, so salty. So perfect. Keep the wrapping dough in the fridge, please. I didn't know you rapped. You outlined and I'm inclined to bench press this hive mind to a new level. I see the moon level. Where's that beat, am I right? Because someone needs to outline it. Whoa! Couldn't help but notice you haven't been laughing at my jokes. I'm just saying. Preheat the oven to 180 degrees C gas, Mark 4. We're going Mach 4? It looks to me like he might have gotten run over. They call me chicken legs, but you can call me later. Is that dead body? God. So did I win the Top Gun? Watches Top Gun once. All right, what is 180 degrees C gas? 356 degrees Fahrenheit. Exactly. Okay, we don't cut corners here. We bump into them, but we don't cut them. Okay, our knife skills aren't great. It's how we got here in the first place. We didn't get stabbed, we jumped, okay? Boy, take away my ad revenue if you want. 356. Anything in the oven? Oh, hey, little hand. Yeah, I used to fly with your old man. I killed him. Spoiler alert if you've never seen the 1986 movie Top Gun. No spoilers, you've had plenty of time. Prepare 1 soda mash and mix with a fork. You got it. Hungry, Jack? Question mark. I'm using Coke Zero because it represents my flying career. I go from zero to mashing into things pretty quick. There is no need for this much mash. I know good and well they're just gonna use a flake of it on a plate and call it $39. Put salt on a stone tray and bake almost in the oven. Okay. I don't know how much, as you can tell by the mound. You're gonna do great. Almost. Is it just me, or have we started 6 different meals? Let's start combining stuff, man. To prepare the young beets, place them in a pot covered with cold water, add vinegar, salt, sugar, and vinegar. What about vinegar?
And address that big. I see 2 milks. Why you got 2 milks? Oh wait, 1 silk. You milking almonds at will? Really milk still like at the bottom of the hill of Jack and Jill.
Mind if I move you closer to almost the oven? There you go. Okay. Oh, the beet dropped. Add vinegar, salt, sugar, and vinegar. Salt, you mind if I borrow some of this? Vinegar and vinegar. Turn on the gas on high, then turn it off. The heat never happened. The literal definition of gaslighting. Do you mind if I move you closer to almost the oven? Thank you. Turn on the gas on high, then turn it off. The heat never happened. It did. Right? Remove the milk from the boiled breast and then store it. No. Actually, no. Okay. If I touch another breast, then move. But in real life, we're just gonna go ahead and skip that step. The next one, bring meat up to speed before cooking.
Well, blessed be. You opened the door for me. You may be dead, but dead ain't chivalry.
Okay, so far we made Coke mashed potatoes. A lot of casualties along the way. You meant little pastry in the fridge, I'm sure. He doesn't shut up. Yeah, salt didn't make it. Not dead, just almost in the oven. And yeah, that's about it, man. I mean, okay, I think we have to cook you now. Go say goodbye to your friends. I'll meet you over there. I'm dead serious. That was an accident. The recipe didn't tell me how much meat to make, but I'm just gonna make this much. Okay, it's better to be safe than to be surrounded by chalk outlines. You can tell how good someone is at cooking by how they tap their tongs on their pan. 1 tap. First day, the old 2 tapper. You think you're good, but there's a dishwasher who can outcook you. The Holy Trinity. Now you're just wasting time. Your food's probably overcooked. But if you're a 3-star Michelin chef like I used to be, you never stop hitting that pan with your tongs. Tongs. Get on my level. Tongs. You have to season the grill first. What? How? That's probably how. Don't worry, I took care of it. Don't ask me how. When the pastry has risen, is it the 3rd day already? Take it out of the fridge and finally chop it.
Clean your fridge. I see you binge on cringe. You ain't stinge on fringe wearing a dress that big. I see 2 milks, but it stinks. Got some in my eye, now I got eye pinks. Butter macamee from the top shelf, now it's hijinks.
Heat oil in a pan and add carrots, potatoes, and parsley. Sounds pretty straightforward. Finally, you're coming to your senses. 6th senses. Yeah, you've been dead this whole time. Spoiler alert of the 1990s movie The Sixth Sense. If you haven't seen it, you've had plenty of time. I've never seen it. I just heard other people spoil it. Oil in pan. Carrots. Eventually I'll get through this table. Yeah, no, we don't peel the carrot, okay? We're world class, not a gas station hot dog maker. These are gonna look good. And then parsley, just a little will do, just a little. Slowly cook from over there until vegetables are rich and tender. I'm taking this, you know. What a generous tip. Remove all vegetables from pan now and kick when ready for food. Add flour and sprinkle the meat lightly. Gladly. Flour. Meat bay. It's nice to meet you. It's hot meat. Heat a little oil in a saucepan and add the beef cover. Ooh, what's a beef cover? Well, let's just use this pan. All right, and meat cover. Don't cook my beef cover. Mix grated meat and parsley. I used all my parsley. Never grated meat before. And grated parsley, it sounds a whole lot like grated fingers. Out. Huh? It's been solved? It is a mystery still today. Put the meat cover back on. put on hold. Do you mind being put on hold? 1 second. I'm gonna go ahead and transfer you to someone who cares. It's me, but it's later on, okay? You want some elevator music?
I'm a monster at mapping lyrical minds. I'm attacking, stealing flows and hellos. I'll be hijacking.
When the cooked prunes are cooked, cut in half and scoop out the flesh with a spoon. Very dark. Super dark. Also, you never told me we cooked prunes. There's a lot going on here for a tiny plate. Can you? May you? Sorry. What little prunes? Put that on a t-shirt and sell it in my merch store at I'mBrandonFerris.com. It'll be open prunes. Okay, prunes are open. Ew! 7's good. I have never had a prune just like that. Oh, that's good. I have to go to the bathroom. This is tedious work, but that's what it takes to be a 3-star Michelin man. Put in a bowl and toss. You want me to put this in a bowl and toss? No. Ow! Great idea. Okay, it's not just me. You're getting shorter throughout the video, right? You used to be eye level. I remember when you were yay high. Put a little salt and oil in the pan and cook in bubbling water until soft enough. Salt, oil, bubbly water, and cook until soft enough. Got it. You're already soft enough. This guy.
You're perfect just the way you are. You stink a little.
I wouldn't want to be around this guy if I were. You're so soft. Oh my gosh, it's so crazy how soft you are. Seasoned with black pepper, what's weft? Don't baby talk me. Can't forget that beef cover. Well, that looks good. Pastry in the fridge.
But it stinks. Got some in my eye, now I got eye pink.
Preheat the oven to 200 degrees C gas, Mark 6. Mark 6? They said it could never be done. Okay, then cover the fleur de sel and freshly squeezed peppercorns. Bake in the oven for 8 to 10 minutes. What is fleur de sel? Seashells? By the seashore? I'm assuming the beef cover is covering the fleur de sel. That looks 3 stars. To prepare the Chateaubriand, big word for a small chef, heat the beef fat in a hot pan. Okay. When cooking, add beef. Reduce heat to low, stirring occasionally until middle and tender. So not rich and tender, we're going middle class. I cut the beef fat, or at least that's what I think this is, off the meat. Cook that. While it's cooking, we'll add beef. A typical Chateaubriand. So add beef. Add the butter and stir until foamy. Spoon the foamy butter over the meat thing. It has a meat thing name. Check this out, get in here. Don't you die of heat exhaustion? Okay, meat thing, butter, froth it. Look at this. Okay, check the beef with a cake tester or your finger to check if the beef is cooked. Place it in the center of the meat. Done. Cooked meat should put up less of a fight. It sounds like there's a medium rare joke in here somewhere. I just can't put it together. Okay, leave the meat in a warm place for at least 10 minutes. Before cutting to allow the meat to absorb its juices. It's so hot in here that I could literally leave it anywhere. How about here? That's gonna be a good Chateaubriand. Rub the almond milk into the pan and add the butter. I already added the butter. So we're still cooking, good. Let's get back over here then. Boom. Are we making a roux? Yeah, the girl from Hunger Games. Stir to unlearn. Who are you? Add almonds and almonds. Cook until enough. I have almonds. You're already enough. And then we cook until it's good enough. Am I right? Which will be forever. You're already good enough.
Don't listen to me talking to nobody over there. I'm a bit crazy.
Okay, cook them almonds, boys. This looks like something, okay? Whether or not it tastes good is irrelevant. Michelin star chefs don't go for taste, they go for what? I pay what for that? Smear tuna endlessly around about borders. Plating is everything. Smear tuna all around about borders. Tuna wants to vote to put borders up around California to make it its own country. Vote beef for state senate. Plating is everything, and this is a plate. Today we have a beef, almond, and beef with a Chateaubriand topping with a potato, carrot, and parsley topping with a little bit of tuna around the border and prune flesh on the side. You want to make sure you get a little bit of everything in one bite, which won't be hard. There's not much. Bottoms on the toilet later. It's super good. That tastes great. That's super good. I could eat more bites of that. Well, that's it. That's Google Translate. If you want to see more, don't worry. I can't believe it's not going through me quicker. Cashew shorts. I made a playlist. That'd be $37.50 to $9,833 and 37 cents.